the signals were for a 75 basis point move, consensus and market expectations around there. You could have made the case for a 100 bip increase. They did surprise the market in June when the street was expecting 25 bips and they got a 50 bip move. Again in September, 75 basis points was the top end of expectations. And if you looked at statements and speeches from ECB governors, it suggested they're prioritizing inflation over possible recession, but 75 bips absolutely was the base case, and would say that the market reaction has been pretty benign. On the TLTRO, I think that with interest rates rising, this has clearly been a potential source of profits for banks, and we've seen results. Excluding Credit Suisse's announcement this morning, banks have been printing very good profits, and net interest income is rising, benefiting from this interest rate environment. So I think it was absolutely right, and no real surprises there that they're sort of reining back in the TLTRO terms.
In reining those in, I mean, they also speak then about how inflation on the other side is going to stay at these elevated levels for an extended period of time. Do you think that cues another 75 basis point hike later on this year and then a few more next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think at the moment it's between 50 and 75 bips for the December meeting, but inflation is an issue in Europe. We've got energy and food inflation around record highs, supply disruption, bottlenecks. I mean, if you look at the HICP basket, around 80% of items now have an inflation rate above 2%. And what really scares us is the labour market. Unemployment at 3.5%, the lowest since 1974. We've just got wage inflation pressures coming through. So we've had numerous strikes over the past few months. Unions claiming big pay rises. With unemployment so low, workers are in a strong position to push for large pay rises. So the ECB forecast for core inflation to average around 3.5% next year and 2.3% in 2024. At the moment, they look a long way off without some more rate rises down the pipe.